Good morning, students. In last lecture, we have learned about past, present, and future. The name of the poem is there. I have given you some difficult words and the central theme of the poem. Today, we will learn the detail of the poem. So, you just open your book on page number 1. Unit number 1, past, present and future. The name of the poem is past, present, future. Okay, I will read the poem, then I will explain the poem, then we will write the question answers in our notebook. Okay, so listen carefully the poem. I am reading the poem. Tell me, smiling child, what the past is like to thee. An autumn evening soft and mild, with wind that sigh mournfully. Tell me, what is the present hour, a green and flowery spring, where a young bird sits gather its power to mount and fly out? And what is the future, happy one, a sea beneath a cloudless sun, a mighty, glorious, dazzling sea stretching into infinity. Dear students, in this poem, the poetess Emily Bronte tells us that about the child who is a happy child. They discuss what each period of time means to the child. A child with the ability to see beauty and optimism around it. At the very first stanza, the poet tells us that by asking, she asks a happy child what the past is like for him or her. In response, the child compares the past as an autumn. In the first stanza, the child compares the past as an autumn evening, which is soft and mild, with a sad wind sighing in the background. In response to the query about the present hour, the child compares it to the present green and flowery branch, wherein a young bird gathers courage and power to mount and fly above the blue sky. In other words, the child finds the present filled with the hope, courage, aspiration to scale great heights, a time to get together strength. On being asked about the future, at the last stanza of the poem, on being asked about the future, the child compares it with the sea. In this poem, the child compares the future with a sea under a cloudless sun, a sea which is mighty, glorious, dazzling and never-ending. Through these words, he implies about the thrilling and never-ending possibilities which await him. So, from this poem, we can learn that we should gather the strength and fight for the future, prepare for the future. In present, what we are doing? We are preparing for our future. This is the message we got from the poem. So, last time we have learned the central theme of the poem. What was the central theme of the poem? In this poem, the poet tells us about the child and its different stage of which is presented in the form of dialogue between the poet and the child. Okay. Now you have to write some question answers in your notebook, and these question answers will be for your homework number 1. So first question is here: what does the past stand for according to the child? Answer is, for the child, the past was a pleasant time, but they are moments which cannot be revisited. Means where we cannot visit again, as they would never come back. How is the poem presented? Second question is there. How is this poem presented? This poem is presented as a dialogue between the poet and the happy child. Okay. Third question is, how does the child define the present time? To the child, the present is a time where you prepare for the future. It is the time to gather strength, power. Okay. How should we? Question number 4 is, how should we make use of present time? How we have to utilize our present time? How does the poet to gather strength and courage to face the future? I repeat this answer. To gather strength and courage to face the future. Okay. And fifth question is, write 2 adjectives from the poem. Any 2 adjectives you can write. Okay. Soft, mild, green, flowery. These are the adjectives from the poem past, present, and future. So do write all these question answers in your classwork notebook. Then write it our homework number 1. And date will be for that 25th June 2020. Okay. By your own, you can choose any one essay and write in essay notebook. Any one essay by your choice. And give the same date for that only. So recite all these question answers. Difficult words, given central theme of the poem. I hope you understood the poem. If you have any problem, you can contact me. You can call me on my WhatsApp number, or you can send any problem you are having. You can ask me. Okay.